Hello YouTube, Uncle Lucky here, and welcome to another episode of Comic Book Quiz and Art. Today's reviews, and we're going to start off with one that's kind of got me hooked up. I'm not sure about this. Now, first off, The Amazing Spider-Man, #1. So, ton of variant covers, a lot of things going on. I need you, good viewer, to explain to me in the comment sections below what the hell is going on here. Yeah, it's okay. I understand all the War World stuff was going on, and the end of the universe, and all the planets exploding in the Marvel comic books story arc here. But I got to tell you, this doesn't make any sense whatsoever. I don't know what I missed trying to keep up with everything. I know all of a sudden everybody went from the whole War World scenario to everything exploding, everybody supposedly dying, and now all of a sudden everybody's on a planet fighting just like it was yesterday, but everybody's all mix and matched. I mean, like Spider-Man 2099 is hanging out with Peter Parker from the Now time. It just... Maybe it's just me because I've missed some key issues or something, but this is insanity. This comic book just jumps everywhere, all over the place. It's just insane to me. I've got to catch up on something, and again, that falls on you guys. I need your help. Tell me in the comment section below, quickly, what's going on. What did I miss here? Because now, don't get me wrong, for the bang for the buck here, this comic book is $6. Okay, $6 for this bad boy, but it is mega thick. I mean, this damn thing, you add a couple more pages here, and you've almost got, I mean, I think this is like 3 issues in one. So, comic books are running $3.99 to $4.99 these days. This one's $6. Yeah, $5.99. It's a thick comic book. It really is. But it's just jam-packed with stuff that doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know. And I grew up loving The Amazing Spider-Man until he got kind of, well, in the 90s, it went way crazy. That's another story. I'll save that for something else. Anyway, Amazing Spider-Man #1's out this week with a megaton of variant covers. So then next up on our list is Green Lantern. Green Lantern #45. This continues the story arc of Hal trying to find out what's going on with everything. Black Hand, he now knows, is out there doing bad things, and he's still looking for the Green Lantern Corps. That's kind of a sore spot with me right now. I'll explain that in a second. So this one's pretty good. It's got a pretty good showdown with Hal and Black Hand. It's getting there. It started off pretty strong, had some kind of ups and downs. I mean, it's a very stellar book. It really is a good storyline. They're coming to something, but everything's going to change, and that leads into Green Lantern Lost Army. Like I said, I'll explain that in a second. That's just kind of don't like what happened here. So next we have Justice League #45. This is still the Dark Side War, #5 in the Dark Side War, and I will tell you what, get this comic book. There's just no two ways about it. Go get this comic book. It is phenomenal. Amazing storyline, amazing art. They've got this kind of an almost Art Deco style going on right now that they've been promoting with the issues. It's just, I mean, look at that. Wonder Woman looks amazing. The art style is very retro, and it's just amazing. It's beautiful. Really good. I can't recommend the Justice League right now enough. It's just that good. It really is. And this story arc is getting better and better deeper and darker, and there's just a ton of things that are going on that's really cool about this series run. Those are going to be the picks for this week. So now the fun stuff for variant covers that came out. I got my hands on a couple of really good variants. They were doing month of October for DC. They're doing the horror stuff, different covers, different things. For Green Lantern this time around, it was Green Lantern Zombie. Really stellar cover. For everybody, every mainstay had their own cover, something different on each one. Vampires for certain. I think Batman was vampire. He had a vampire cover going on. That just a lot of them. I couldn't keep up with all of them. Just don't have that kind of money. But for the variants, for the ones that I read, I really enjoyed it. And speaking of variants for DC, as we all know, me being the Green Lantern fan, Green Lantern is celebrating 75 years, and the Justice League comic book, the JLA that came out, has got a variant cover. The 75-year mark for Green Lantern. It's a beautiful cover. I really enjoy it, even though I'm not really... The JLA number 4 came out. I'm not really enjoying this series as much as I thought I was going to. I really want to because I like the Justice League, but I'll do an in-depth review now that we're at around number 4 for the JLA. I'll do an in-depth review next on that one because this it's kind of a hard sell. Next variant cover, beautiful, really neat, very creative idea. And as all of you who have been watching my show know, I'm also a very, very big Doctor Strange fan. The variant cover for Doctor Strange, one of, I don't know, like 8. This one's just phenomenal. If you can find this one, this is just really cool. You know, it looks like a packaged toy, and that's just super appealing to me. They did an excellent job with that one. Took me a while to hunt this one down, but if you can get some of those variant covers, they're doing an interesting spin this time around for some of the variants because, for example, Doctor Strange's variants were a couple of different artsy style covers, and then this really cool one that I'm showing you with it looks like a toy in a package, but then they also have cosplays. That is really cool. They got some cosplayers on the covers dressed like the characters. Absolutely just hilarious. And then I even saw one at a comic book store, another variant cover for number 1 that they were selling for like $15. I have no clue what was so special about it, but it was in a glass case and you couldn't even put your fingers on it. That's a Doctor Strange number 1 that just came out a couple of days ago, and it's already selling for $15. I don't know. I didn't see a signature on it, but you know, that's what that is. So now I'm going to close out today's reviews with something very different, something very strange. I know I've used that joke before, but this is different because I just got in the mail. I had to order it. This is... Okay. I grew up watching a lot of weird movies, okay? A lot of strange sci-fi, a lot of strange, product of the 80s. I watched a lot of weird movies growing up, but back in the late 80s, early 90s, they came out with a movie called Dr. Mordred. Okay? Now, I already know what you're thinking. What the hell? But it's just one of these things. I had to bring it up because this was a full moon production. And anybody who knows anything about movies back in the day, Full Moon was cranking out some really good B-grade movies. I mean, they had a budget. It was a little bit lower, and they were definitely classified as B-grade movies, but they were good. They really were. They weren't some of the crap that I'm seeing now that looks like somebody took a handy cam and went in their backyard and filmed something for $5 and they somehow ended up on Sci-Fi Channel. These movies were good. There was thought put into them. There was a budget put into them. This was the day this is just about the time that stop motion animation pretty much was dying out in the movie industry. But
so, towards the end of the review that I just finished, as you can see, the light's a lot different now because I was in the editing phase when I realized that something happened outside that somehow screwed up my audio on here. Since this show is called Comic Book Cuisinart, now I'll let you take one guess as to what was going on outside that allowed this to happen. Yeah, it was B. Strange things happen in the city. So anyway, to finish up the review on this movie I was talking about, yeah, Dr. Mordred was supposed to be Doctor Strange, but Full Moon lost the rights to this movie before they started filming, so they already had everything going on, already in pre-production, so they just decided to change the name of the movie to Dr. Mordred. But it was supposed to be a licensed Marvel movie of Doctor Strange. It just didn't turn out that way. I don't know the entire story, but yeah, they lost the rights to it just as they started filming, I guess. So it was pretty interesting how that happened. So if you can find it, it's pretty easy to find. Find it on the net, Amazon or something like that. You can pick up the Blu-ray. It's, if you're into B-grade movies and old school stuff, I think this movie came out in 1992. It's really worth a watch. It really is. But the similarities, even after post-production of the movie, the similarities between the Dr. Mordred that it ended up being and Doctor Strange that it was supposed to be, you can see it. Doc Strange has got the eye, all-seeing eye around his neck, his medallion, the Eye of Agamotto. It's still in the movie. I don't even think they name it in the movie, but you can see right here that it's there's not much difference, even in costume, not much difference. So if you want to see a 1990s version of Doctor Strange, watch Dr. Mordred. It's pretty good. It's worth it. So I'll see you guys on the next Comic Book Cuisinart. It's been a long day.